My name is David. I'm a high schooler, and this is my senior project. It is my goal to complete the entire Blue Ridge Parkway with my best friends. Join us as we prepare for and embark on our great adventure. Welcome to the Blue Ridge Expedition. It's a fine Saturday morning, and we're finally setting off on our first practice trip. This would prove to be a weekend of many firsts. Not only is it our first time camping together, but for most of us, this is our first time going on a trip without any grown-ups. This is also James's first time ever camping, and I think it was a memorable experience for all of us. Our plans were to camp in Uwharrie National Forest, and we would check out the surrounding area the next day. I'm greatly looking forward to this trip, and the adventures that we'll have. But first, we have to get there.
Fill it back up, so we left your truck on the road with Ro. Then we found a motel with a cigarette smell, so we knew we're close. We don't need a map, everywhere is home. We don't need a map, everywhere is home is where I can find some peace of mind to make.
We didn't all have to get out.
Yeah, but we do. So David, what just happened right now?
So this truck was in front of us hearing a bunch of... Just leave it, I guess.
Just leave it.
Yeah, the dude's not coming back. Yeah. So we just were behind this guy with a bunch of hay in the back of his truck, and one of them fell out. So I was a good driver and decided to pull over, and now we got it out of the road.
About hope. We hold our thumbs high and hope someone is kind enough to give us all a ride. And
We eventually made it to Yates Place Campground. It wasn't anything special, but it was a nice low-key spot. The weather wasn't ideal, so we put away the cameras while we set up camp. Since we had some extra time, we went on a short hike on some of the trails that went through the area. It was cool knowing that we were the only people out there, and this allowed us to enjoy the nature a bit more. It wasn't long though before it started raining harder. We all made it to the campsite, albeit wet. Then we prepared our dinner of stuffed peppers cooked in the Dutch oven. Afterwards, we huddled around the campfire to try and dry off with limited success, and eventually went into the tent for the night.
So, Ethan and James, why don't you tell us about our day? It's okay. You guys have evenly lighted faces.
Very nicely. It was very nice when we went here. It was lightly drizzling, and we went on a very nice hike. It was very good.
Yeah, and a nice car ride as well.
Car ride was
I agree.
Very nice. Thanks to David, the amazing driver.
We saw a hay bale.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of my day, the hay bale.
Yeah.
The hay bale. Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
That was interesting for sure.
Yeah, so we were driving, and a hay bale just fell out of a truck.
Yeah, and
In the
David
middle of the
tried
road.
honking at the guy, so he would like
Flashed
stop.
his high beams at him too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the dude just kept on trucking.
Yep.
But we actually saw the guy later on at a restaurant with the sign literally just. It was a big rectangle with just the words restaurant on it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same white old pickup truck, and it had a bunch of hay bales, and we're like, hey, that's interesting.
Ha,
Yeah,
hey.
but we actually did something productive today, which I did not expect.
Yeah,
we moved the hay bale out of the road.
Yeah, we were
Yeah, that's
Indeed.
never happened to me.
very
Yeah,
good
that's a
citizens.
first
Never
for.
had to bail someone out like that.
I think that's the first for everyone.
Yeah.
Be a helpful driver like that.
See, what about dinner? What did we have for dinner?
I got this. I was a cook, so we had some stuffed bell peppers with some ground beef,
obviously the bell peppers and some Monterey cheese, salt and pepper. And after that, we put that in the Dutch oven, cooked it for about 30 or 20 minutes after cooking the beef on the stove top. And then we had some s'mores.
So we kind of stopped recording after a while. It was raining a little bit. I got a bit of footage of our hike and stuff. My hair is probably whack right now, but it'd just be like that. And then the rain started picking up, and by the time we got back from our hike, we ate dinner, and it was coming down pretty hard. It was good food, though. We did a good job with those stuffed peppers. What else? I think that's about all I have to say for tonight, so we're gonna chill out here for an hour or so until just whenever we want to go to bed, and yeah, hopefully it's less rainy tomorrow and we can do some more cool stuff tomorrow. So yeah, good night.
Keep going.
I live 17 floors up, and when it rains I can feel those drops in my window pane. Lets me know that I'm still here. But when the sun comes out I will go outside. When it breaks through clouds I will give a smile. Lets me know that I'm still here. Sometimes I want to run away.
Good morning. So we didn't really. So we are out of our camp spot. We woke up, ate some delicious breakfast. Pop-Tarts and coffee.
Hot chocolate too.
With some hot chocolate. I didn't have any hot chocolate, but there was some there. So today we're going to be headed out to the Morrow Mountain State Park. Just going to be checking that out, but before then we're going to go to Walmart and get a couple of miscellaneous items. So, yeah.
After our Walmart run, we headed over to Morrow Mountain State Park. It was right across the river from where we stayed last night, so I thought it would be a cool place to check out. Getting to the top of the mountain proved to be interesting as it was very foggy, but we just took our time and made our way up. The view from the top was pretty cool as well.
When my eyes clear up I will go outside. I'll imagine you're still by my side. Lets me know that I'm still here. Sometimes I want to run away. To find good times again, to find all my old friends. Run away.
Alright guys, where are we right now? It's pretty cool.
Times, find my friends again. I said I wanna have good times, good times. Find my friends again and good times. I said good times, find my friends again. I said
Right as we were heading down the mountain, it started raining pretty hard, so we went down to the waterfront to see what it was like. As we feared it would rain again, we didn't take much video, but we did get some pretty cool photos. After we left the waterfront, we headed back to town, got some lunch, and set back towards home. The drive was pretty uneventful, so I'll use this time to reflect. Overall, I'm very happy with how this trip turned out. Even though it was pretty wet, it's important to know that it could be just this bad on our big trip. This taught us to be more prepared. Also, with this being our first time documenting anything like this, we weren't always prepared to start recording. Though with a little more practice, I think we'll get this down. So, as a first test trip, I'd say it went great.